Hiya! And welcome back to YashaHime. So now we're on episode 18 of season 2, which is the collapse of the Windmill of Time. So in the last episode, which I literally just watched a few minutes ago, um, so we had a bunch of things. We had Inuyasha with Kagome and Moroha. Sweet little interaction real quick where Moroha gets a brand new bow. It's a bow that was made from Inuyasha's hair and things that they found around at her grandfather's gravesite. So Inuyasha and Kagome made that specifically for Moroha to give her. And we just had a quick, brief little moment with them at the Bonier's well, where Kagome had mentioned that that was the well, that's how she came from the present time to the feudal era to be with Inuyasha, or to meet him and to be with him eventually. So, Moroha hadn't known that, and she was really surprised to hear that. Also, Kagome mentioned that it was also a special place for her and Inuyasha, and I wonder what she meant by that, because Inuyasha started blushing like crazy and stammering and then trying to change the subject. So that was cute. Um, and then shortly afterwards we had the three of them fighting against Kirinmaru, and it was a short battle, but it was an awesome battle with the three of them basically like working together. So it was really nice. It seems like Moroha may actually be a bit stronger than it appears, because Kirinmaru was more wary, wary, wary of her attacks than he was of Kagome's and Inuyasha's, even with their attacks together. He showed no concern for them whatsoever, was literally just deflecting them. For some reason, when Moroha had attacked with her new bow, he dodged the attack and then was surprised at his own action for dodging the attack. So, but the thing is, the battle didn't really last long, because Moroha left soon afterwards to meet up with, to go with Towa and Setsuna after they told her that they were heading towards the present time to stop the Broom Comet. And Akuru had appeared and was trying to urge Moroha to go with them. And Moroha didn't really understand at first. Inuyasha's the one who told her that, yeah, that they're your friends and Akuru wants you to go with them. So they left. And then Rion was with Riku. They were heading towards Mount Masubi, and she had suddenly collapsed. And Kirinmaru sensed that and left the battle to go to her. So it turns out that her Haku, the same thing that was being drained from Sesshomaru, her Haku had left her body because the body runs out of Haku fast. It has only a limited amount, and it needs to be replenished every now and then. So he would go to her to replenish it. She doesn't have like the soul eaters that Kikyo had when she had her artificial body. So she has no way of others bringing what she needs to her. Instead, Kirinmaru would just provide the haki when needed to her. Haku, sorry, not haki. Haku. Haki's One Piece, sorry. Okay. Now, real quick, going back to Towa and Setsuna and their family. So, Towa basically died for a moment when her Kan had left her body, which Haku is like the life force, the energy that makes your body move. Kan is basically what powers your heart and your mind, or basically your soul. So her Haku was fine after she absorbed the demon energy surrounding Sesshomaru, in order to save his life. His Haku was mostly drained, but enough that he has enough to stay alive, basically. Her Haku was fine, but her Kan disappeared. Like, it was basically drained away. So she wound up being brain dead and dying. Akuro appeared there and restored it. Like, he used his pinwheel to restore her Kan and was able to bring her back. So from there, Rin had basically ordered, Trikyo appeared first before them and told the girls to go to the present time and destroy the comet. That, that if they don't, then it'll basically destroy the world, and then Kirinmaru is going to bring the Degenerate Age, something of the sort. So Rin then ordered her daughters to go, and said that she wants them to return alive, and once they do, then she will hug her daughter. So she's putting off, despite how badly she wants to hug them, she is putting that to the side to focus on the matter at hand. And that's when the two girls had met up with Moroha, and Takachiyo Jokin said he'll lead the way to the Windmill of Time, which is at in front of Sesshomaru's mother's mansion. So he would lead them there, and Takachiho is basically given the right to go there. So shortly after that, and Kirinmaru had left the battlefield, we see that Sango, in her full Demon Slayer gear, went to go get Moroku to stop, to basically end his training early. His 1,000-day training, which it turned out that his training was actually to get him ready to fight Kirinmaru. And the black hiraikuts that Sango had made with the help of her daughters was apparently the reason was for that. This is still assumption. I mean, it hasn't actually been confirmed, but this is my assumption. The reason they made that was to eventually be ready to confront Kirinmaru at some point. And Sango was aware of the reason for Moroku's training and said that, you know, like, it looks like your training will have to end early. Your training to defeat him. And Moroku is like, on the contrary, fighting him would be the best way to end his training. So, that was their intention the entire time. So I'm hoping that we'll see them. Kagome and Inuyasha just got back to Kaede's village and were reunited with her, but only for a short moment, because then Kagome said that Kaede needs to get all the villagers and evacuate the village. It doesn't seem like it'll be a war, but that something worse is coming, and it's probably because of the gender age, which I don't know if evacuating the village will actually do anything to protect the people, really. But, you know, like, it's better be safe than sorry. So, I'm hoping that means, though, that soon Sango, Moroku, and Shippo will, Sango and Moroku will be reunited with Shippo, Inuyasha, and Kagome, old crew, you know? I would love to see that. Excuse me. So, and then the episode left off with basically them heading towards the manor, and Sesshomaru's mother there, you know, seems to be awaiting their arrival. Sees that they're heading there and is awaiting their arrival. So, we'll see. Alright, that's the recap. Alright, that's enough for me. So now let's finally get into the episode. Sorry, one more thing. So I said this in the last episode, but the audio might have been kind of like there because of the song, but it might be a little weaker. The audio might be a little quieter because of the song I was playing at the time. But yeah, I have to cut now the opening and the ending again, alas, because starting from the previous episode, because the episode I had put up beforehand, the Three Princesses Escape, a few days ago I had actually gotten a notification from YouTube that there's a copyright strike on it, because of the song. So it's not really a copyright strike per se, it's just been flagged. So I could technically leave the video as is, but now there's certain places that won't be able to view the video, so I may cut them out down the line or something. I don't know. We'll see. Like, it literally just got it flagged, and so far it's the only one. So hopefully that means I can keep the things in the other episodes. At least in episode, Kirinmaru of the Dawn. Yeah, Kirinmaru of the Dawn. Since that was the episode that had the new opening and the new ending in its first appearance, I'll keep it at least in those. So hopefully that doesn't get flagged either. I don't know. Anyway, alright, I'm done talking. Let's get to the episode now.
あなたたちは殺生丸様の娘です。あっちの世界で妖霊星を破壊してきます。必ず生きて帰ってきてください。これでいいんですよね。
The class of the Windmill of Time.
これはご母堂様、大変ご無沙汰しております。こちらは殺生丸様の双子の娘、トワと刹那、それと 犬夜叉の娘ムーハです。
はじめまして。おばあちゃんなんです。
She's the grandma!
のんきに話してる場合かとは。ごめん。
時の風車で時代を渡りに来たか。
はい、そうなんです。
She can see Akuru.
すでにアクルはお前たちを選んでいる。時の風車に行けば時空の扉は開くだろ
う。わかりました。行こう。
ただし、時を渡ろうとここに来る者は多くてな。選ばれざる者が次から次へとやってきたが、時空の狭間に飲まれ散っていった。
でも私たちは選ばれたんだから大丈夫のはずだよね。
その者たちの怨念が未だ冥道の中でさまよい続け、時の風車が回るのを妨げておる。
ではどうすればいいのですか？
つまりこやつを倒さねば時空は渡れぬということだ。客だ、冥道丸。
So she summoned him. Bottom of the
お
underworld
久しぶ
wrath?
りです、奥方殿。
時の風車を渡る者が現れたぞ。
これが時代に選ばれし者ですか？何これ、面白い。
私はこやつを眺めているのが好きでな。いい退屈しのぎになる。
なんか面白いやつが出てきたんだぞ。
作り物の体ではそろそろ限界を迎える頃だと思っていた。
礼など申しませんよ。
ほどなくわしは時代の向こう側へ赴こうと考えておる。リオン、お前も一緒に来るのだ。
かの地に行けば今ここにある現世が末法末世になると言われております。そんなことは絶対に許されません。
今から500年後、妖霊星が落下し、人間どもが死に絶える。
Oh, they
わ
didn't
し
know
は
that.
500年後のこの世を救ってやろうと言っておるのだ。
何を証拠に。
リク、覚えておるか？お前が骨食いの井戸に捨てたわしの右腕のこと。
どちらに捨ててまいりましょう。
骨食いの井戸というのは、この時代と500年後の未来をつなげる道だったのだ。お前が捨てたわしの右腕は、井戸の底でひたすら揚力を集め続け、未来の世界で一塊に
Hey,
再
look at
生
that
した。
butt. Stop.
妖霊星は揚力に吸い寄せられて現れる。500年前も14年前も小さなかけらだったが、500年後の妖霊星は本体、比べ物にならぬほどの大きさだ。右腕はわしに訴えておるのだ。この世界、人間を救ってほしいと。
Oh.
まさか。
すべてお前のせいだ、リク。さあ選ぶがよい。何もせずにただこの現世にいるか、500年後の未来を救うのか。
そんなこと選ぶことはできません。
わしと一緒に来るのだ、リオン。もうすぐお前の新たな体も手に入る。
新たな体？
お前が大層気に入っているトワの体だ。
Wait, what?
残政権には万が一何者かに奪われた時に備えて仕掛けがしてある。残政権を使い続ければ根を削られ、使い手の体はもぬけの殻になる。その体を使うことでお前は肉体を取り戻すことができるのだ。
What?
選
So her using it is actually going to be killing her?
今こそ晴らしてみせようぞ。
私たちに何の恨みがあるのさ。残政権。
あの剣は
So,
もう残政権を使うな。大丈夫。またコンを失ったら
無駄話はメイドで惜しい。わしはお前が死んでからずっと新たな体を探し続けていたのだ。お前が残政権を託す相手ならば申し分あるまい。
そんな、私はトワ様に何ということを。
酷なことをなさいましたね。トワ様を犠牲にするのは絶対に見過ごせませんや。
本気かリク。
元より差し違える覚悟。トワ様のためだったらこんなまがい者の命腹から惜しくありやせんから。
父上、あなたへの未練はもはや毛筋ほども残っておりません。
リオン、わしを悲しませるな。
お命頂戴いたします。あったの指張り。
このわしの深い愛がわからぬのか。お前を失うことわしには耐えられんの。
父上は勘違いなさっております。私はすでに失われているのです。
いい立ち筋だ。お前に残政権を与えたのになぜあの時戦わなかったのだ。
interesting.
選んでほしいなんて言ったことないのに。
そういうのが一番頭にくる。
聞く耳を持っていないようだ。
Sheesh, that strike was big.
なんて力だ。
妬みの力、思い知れよ。
They're envious.
冥界へいざなってやる。そしてこの冥道丸の体の一部になる。
相変わらず面白いやつよの。
She's having way too much fun with
恨
that.
みがあるならば断ち切りでエネシを切れるか。こうなったらおふくろの弓で一気に型をつけてやる。モロハ、闇雲に攻撃してもダメだ。エニシの意図はどこだ。効果的な攻撃を考えないと。
うひょひょひょ。これは珍しい。霊力を持つ市販用か。
あの世でおとなしく成仏してな。
ほう。それはどうかな。そんな矢などで俺に勝てるかよ。
おふくろからもらった弓の力甘く見るなよ。浜のよ。
Nice.
なぜだ。なんだこの力は。
エニシの糸。すごい。モロハの矢がとてつもなくパワーアップしてる。しまった。矢が。
She's out.
この恨みが晴れぬかずっと冥道をさまよい続ける。それをお前たちに味わわせてやる。
とてもすごい数だ。
そりゃそうよ。
この体の中には妖怪の恨みが5万とあるのさ。
これを抜いた以上容赦はせぬぞ。
望むところですぜ。しまった。
これまでです、父上。これまでです、父上。
やってみよ。父を殺してみよと言うておる。
リオン様。リオンお嬢様。
This is that Riku!
しっかりしてください。リク。
Is Riku dead? Oh,
行くぞリオン。
いや、離してください。
少し眠るがいい。
what did he do?
ハマの矢が使えれば大ダメージを与えればエニスの意図が見えるなら私がやる。
Wait, she saw the threats that they too?
こうなったら容器を吸い取る。その時を狙うんだ。ダメだとは早くしないとトアがまた。
容器を吸い取るだと。やれるもんならやってみな。
吸妖魂。
やはり天津か星の天下。なぜあんなもの。
決めてくれ。
Oh, they're all attached to the Windmill of Time.
ゆかりのたつき。
気が済んだか明道丸。
なるほど。私は時代に選ばれなかったのではなく、分不相応だったのですね。致し方ありません。
それは頂上。
それでは。
トア、大丈夫か。大丈夫。ちょっと疲れただけだよ。なんかあったのか。おお、なんでもない。
残政権は使い手が容器を吸い取ると根が削り取られるよう呪いがかけられているようだな。
呪い。なあ、根って何なんだ。
ああ、それは邪剣が説明いたします。
人や妖怪、獣や汎用も体内に白と根を持っておる。体を動かす原動力が白であり、心を動かす精神の力が根、つまり魂と呼ばれるものじゃ。
呪いって。
貴様、 その剣は捨てた方が良いぞ。でなければいつかお前の体はその剣の持ち主に乗っ取られる。
持ち主リオンがまさか。
本を失っても白を持った肉体であれば玉写しの器となりうるからな。
もしかすると我々はリオンに騙されていたのではないか。リオンは私たちを騙すような子じゃない。リオンは残政権でキリン丸を倒してほしいって言ったんだ。きっと呪いのことは知らなかったんだよ。まったく己を器にしようとしている輩をまだかばうとは。
ほんとお人よしだよお前ってやつは。
たとえ呪われていても私は残政権を使いこなしてみせる。
好きにするがいい。
Oh, he just jumped into her lap. That's so cute.
もらっていいの？
Aw.
動いた。ついに末法マッセが始まるのか。
Oh, it's moving. A lot.
もうここに用はないはずだ。行け。
はい。
Oh, that's cute.
リコ刹那モロハ時の風車に。
ヤシャ姫どもに先に行かれてはわしの目的もリオンの体も全てが泡と消える。絶対に行かせはせんぞ。
それじゃあ気をつけて行ってくるんだぞ。
ああ。
Oh, is Akuru going with them?
時空の扉が開いたぞ。
Akuru's gonna lead them.
始まるか末法マッセ。
Must be done.
だがあやつらならば変えられるかもしれん。せいぜい楽しませてくれ。汎用のヤシャ姫たちよ。この滅びゆく命運はいずこへぞ。
Oh. So the Degenerate Age would start.
行こう。令和の時代に。
Oh, that's cool. Oh, so Akuru is going.
行かせるか。
Ah. Hit. What?
時空を超えるのはこのわしだ。
Oh, he might make it.
キリンを治むよ。令和の時代にわしを導け。
What are all those demons? Is this Degenerate Age?
妖霊星を破壊しキリン先生を見つけ出してソーダパパや萌えママメイと共に暮らした世界を守るんだ。そして母との約束を守るために絶対に戻ってきてみせる。
Yes. Oh my goodness! It was so cute.
和んでる場合じゃないぞ。妖霊星はどこに行ったんだ。キリン先生も見つけなきゃ。待て、なんでこっちの世界にこんなに妖怪がたくさんいるんだ。次回汎用のヤシャ姫暗転のステージ。
トワ姉ちゃんおかえり。ママのライブに参加するの？
Kagome with brown hair. Alright, I'm sorry, what? So, the degenerate age is not just like where things are just randomly dying or being destroyed or whatever. It's apparently a whole army of demons coming out of the Windmill of Time. So it wasn't just Kirinmaru that was going to bring the degenerate age. The degenerate age would have happened if the Windmill of Time ever spun. Like, if anybody tried to use it successfully, that is what would bring the degenerate age. Because according to Kimi, Sesshomaru's mother, countless demons have already attempted to use the Windmill of Time to time travel, but because they weren't chosen to do it, they were absorbed into the space-time of it and basically killed and trapped in the underworld. So Maru was a manifestation of their anger, their bitterness, their helplessness of being trapped forever. So, Setsuna, which that was an awesome battle with them by the way, with the three of the girls, and Moroha, just showing a sample of using her bow. Also, apparently Setsuna has not really mastered the Yukari no Tachiki because she tried, but she couldn't see the threads of fate. Like, she couldn't at first. Only when Moroha's attack, with the arrows, kind of like destroyed his body for a moment, the threads suddenly started appearing. But then afterwards, when he regenerated his body, the threads vanished again, and like, she tried to get them back, but she couldn't see them. And then for some reason, apparently Towa was able to see them as well. Like, she mentioned that she was able to see them when his body was hurt, so they just need to hurt him again enough so that they'll appear, and then Setsuna can cut them. So Towa, even though she was told by Setsuna and Moroha not to absorb the demon energy, she still did it because she knew that she could weaken them enough to get the threads to reappear because she had already seen them. And she just tried to give Setsuna the chance to cut them. So Setsuna apparently still needs to work on her Yukari no Tachikiri, so it's weird that she hasn't been able to. I mean, like, other times either the threads would appear or she kind of was able. I mean, okay, most times the threads would just appear. But, like, she was able to summon the thread at one point. Like when she went to go, sever the one binding Rin and Zero before Rin stopped her, she called out for it and she was able to see it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, apparently she can't still. Like, that was her first time doing that, but she hasn't really mastered it enough to do it. Which, I mean, she hasn't really had a chance to master it that much. Like, she hasn't cut that many threads. So I'm hoping maybe that means that she'll be able to master where she can summon them at will, and they will appear whenever she decides that she wants to see them. So I'm hoping she can do that, like, in the other world. And apparently, so Kirinmaru confronted Riku and Rion was because Rion's con had run out. I mean, not her con, her Haku had run out, and he needed to replenish her, basically. And apparently they didn't know. They knew that him using the Windmill of Time would bring the degenerate age, but they didn't know why he wanted to use the Windmill of Time. They didn't know that he actually had a reason, which was to go 500 years in the future to stop the Grim Comet, because the Grim Comet is going to wipe out the human race. And they had no idea. So even though Riku is tied to Kirinmaru, he was never tied to Mr. Kirin, or Kirin-sama. So he had no idea that the comet was on its way, and apparently Mr. Kirin, I'm like, maybe he's not like Riku, whereas Riku could just, whatever he sees, automatically Kirinmaru can see. Maybe Kirinmaru never bothered to see what Kirin-sama could see, because, what would be the point if he can't get over there? But apparently he asked Mr. Kirin, I'm just saying Mr. Kirin, like, Mr. Kirin apparently asked Kirinmaru to please help because the green comet's on its way and I can't stop it, and I want to save these humans. Can you please do something to come here or something and help to save the humans? I want to save these humans. So Kirinmaru isn't just doing it out of the goodness of his heart, but apparently because Kirin asked him to. And I mean, like I said, it would also indicate that he's the strongest, but apparently it's like the idea came to him because Kirin asked, "Can you please save the humans?" So at least that's what Kirinmaru is stated when he told Riku and Rion about it. Speaking of Riku, what? Is he dead? Like, literally, Kirinmaru just made Rion unintentionally stab him with Zero's cane. Like, is he dead? I'm like, no. I'm like, I want Towa to be reunited with Riku. No. I mean, she did mention, like, after, at the mid-season finale, after Zero had died, not that episode, the episode after that. Like, after Zero had died, when Sessuna asked Towa if she wanted to go see their mother. And, Riku and Rion was saying, yeah, you should go see your, Rion was saying, yeah, you should go see your mom. Riku actually stayed silent. When they left, Towa had looked back because Riku didn't even say goodbye or nothing to them, and she said that she felt like she would never see him again. And I don't know if that's the reason, but I'm like, come on. I'm like, I like Riku. It's like his death was just so swift, like, and shocking. Like, what? And my poor Rion, like, Rion was upset, but apparently, Kirinmaru poisoned or cursed the Kyuyokon root to absorb the body, or absorb the con little by little. Well, not quite absorb it, more like destroy it little by little. And I think Sesshomaru knew that. Like, he knew that. That's why the energy that Towa was trying to absorb off of Sesshomaru in order to save him, he was trying to stop her. And I thought it was because maybe that energy was like poisonous or something, that if she absorbed it, she would be poisoned or something. But no, the Kyuyokon root itself is cursed, and he knew. Like, apparently he knew that if she uses it, that it would take away her con. And that was actually that was Kirinmaru's intention all along. Like, he wanted whoever got it to use it until their con expired, because as long as their con is gone but their Haku is intact, then he could transfer Rion's soul or her con into that body. And then she would always have Haku. She wouldn't have to like replenish it or anything like that, like the way that her clay body needs it. So, like, that was his intention all along. That's why he gave her the Kyuyokon root. And, like, I mean, I'm sure Towa was not his intention all along. Like, it was just whoever Rion would give the Kyuyokon root to, and she gave it to Towa. So apparently Towa is the person now that's been elected to be Rion's new body host. New body host body. Yeah, so that's crazy. But then also, and Kirinmaru did bring up a good point. Rion supposedly wants to kill her father. She had the means to do so. She didn't know about the curse on the Kyuyokon root, but she had the Kyuyokon root, knowing it's something that could defeat him. She had it the whole time. Apparently, she could have turned it into a sword as well. Like, it wasn't just Towa being able to change it to a flute and then a sword. Maybe anybody could have done that who would know how to wield it. And she might have been one of those people. So, Kirinmaru had asked her, like, you had the means all along. You had the Kyuyokon root. Why didn't you use it to kill me then? Even though it was her intention. And, like, she was caught off guard with the question, but it's, a good point. And at the same time, he told her, go ahead, kill me. And she hesitated because, like, she's talking about that she wants to, and all of a sudden when she's faced with the possibility that she could do it, it's like, she really doesn't want to do it. Like, a small part of her probably remembers that this is her father, and everything that he's been doing is because he loves her. Like, he's misguided, but he's doing it out of love for her. So, like, a part of her was just like, I really don't want to kill this man. This man is my father. But at the same time, I can't let him bring about the degenerate age. But the degenerate age was just anyone using the word. So now instead of Kirinmaru using the Windmill of Time, it was Towa, Setsuna, and Moroha. And now they brought the degenerate age. So it wasn't even Kirinmaru who brought it, it was them. And yeah, he followed behind them, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to head to the present time as well. Especially because he was telling Kitty, he was summoning Kitty and said to lead to be there, and he had Rion with him as well. Because apparently that's the way to, he has to try to hurry up and get to Towa to get the body. But at the same time, there were demons coming out of the Windmill of Time, and I guess they're the ones that are going to cause the degenerate age. So that means that those demons are just going to be raining down everywhere, destroying everything. That's what the degenerate age is, and that's crazy. So it kind of is a war. Like, even though Kokoma say it's not a war, that's kind of a war. It's like not even a war. It's a world invasion. That's what it is. It's a world invasion of demons, and who knows how many demons it is. That's crazy. So, and where do they even come from? I mean, if Maru was the embodiment of the feelings of the demons who had tried to and failed to go through the Windmill of Time, if Setsuna settled those feelings, does that mean those demons didn't pass by? I mean, didn't pass by. Wow, pass on. So, like, who are these demons that are coming out of the Windmill of Time? Are they the demons that tried and failed, and they just don't have those bitter feelings anymore? They're just like released, and now they're just gonna wreak havoc. Like, you know, like who are they? Like, where are they coming from? Like, are they just demons from all of space and time in general? So I don't know. I'm curious, and I'm wondering if that has to do with anything with the Grim Comet. Like I said, the Grim Comet apparently has demons in it, and are they alien demons? Or are they just demons from space time? And they, you know, the Grim Comet's like an embodiment of them or something. So kind of curious about that. Like, maybe they'll explain exactly what's the origin of the Grim Comet. But yeah, so now preview for the next episode. So we're gonna see the three girls in the present time. Setsuna and Moroha looking really cute in their outfits, in their present day outfits. I can't wait to see that. And apparently, Towa's adopted mom, Mo, is going to be at a concert. Like, she's going to be doing playing a violin at a concert. And like, I have to go back and look at her. I'm like, did her hair always look that fast? Like, literally, that looked like a brown hair Kagome. Like, like, I thought at first it might have been Rin, but I'm like, it's more like Kagome. Like it's literally the same hairstyle, the same face, everything. Like, it looks just like Kagome with light brown hair. That's what it looks like. So I'm like, did Mo always look like that? Because I'm like, I don't remember her having bangs. I'm like, yo, I'm probably just picturing her wrong in my head, but I'm like, because I just remember her face with the eyes closed all the time. And I'm like, she looks like a totally different person from that preview. That's weird. And Toa, look, I don't know, she was either surprised or something, but she looked like she was blushing when she saw that too. So that's like curious. And yeah, it looks like she's going to be reunited with her little sister May very soon, because May was like, are you coming to Mom's concert? So I'm curious, you know, see that. I'm like, I can't wait for that little reunion. That'll be so cute. And based on what Sessuna was and Moroha were saying in the preview, that apparently they're going to be coming across multiple demons in the present time. And you know, like, it might be because of the Grim Comet. So I'm wondering, what are they going to do when they come across Kirin? And like, Kirin apparently really cares about humans. Like, he wants to save them. So why is it that he needs to leave the time? Like, well, like, why is it that Tree Kikyo is telling them to not just stop the Grim Comet, but to get rid of him as well? Like, to get they said, I think she said, destroy the foreign entity, and he's the foreign entity. So, you know, like, do they need to destroy him? Like, it doesn't seem like he's evil at all. He generally wants to save the humans. And even Kirinmaru mentioned that Kirin was begging him to do something about the Grim Comet to save the humans. So, I mean, if Kirinmaru is killed, you know, he would die as well. But it's like, is it really necessary to kill Kirin otherwise? It doesn't seem like he's evil or nothing. So, It makes me wonder if that's why he was so interested in Towa. Because before Towa went to the present time, before she first saw Setsuna and Moroha, when she transferred to his class, he seemed pretty interested in her, even though she was just like bored with the class to begin with. So I'm wondering if his interest in her is because Kirinmaru was interested in her or something. Like maybe realizing that she was a half demon and not a human. So I don't know, like I don't know if they'll go back reflecting on that, but alright. Anyway, I'm done rambling. I'm honest, I'm done. Alright. I did a lot of rambling in the last video. Alright, so let me know what you guys thought of this. Dislike the video, subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this, or follow my Twitter. I have a link in the description below. Alright, have a good night. Bye.